Everybody, welcome back. Just felt like doing a little bit of show and tell today. So if you guys have seen my past videos where I got some of those black HK buttstocks, I want to say I got an AC Unity. Well, no, that was for a different HK. But anyway, I got some black furniture, and at the time that I bought it, one of the reasons to get it was, well, I don't even know why I got it. One of the reasons, however, was for this rifle. This is a rifle you guys have not seen. I've actually not showed this off. This is, well, it kind of has a little bit of an infamous past, but this is a PTR 32. Now, this was built off the HK platform, off the HK-91. PTR Industries made these. A lot of the parts are actual HK-91 parts. But when they first started out with these, there were some weird oddities going on with them. And I want to say most of the issues had to do with mag fitment. So you guys can see here the stamping on the side. It is indeed a PTR 32. And that's made in Ann Arbor, South Carolina. Now, I will say this about this rifle. Of course, this is chambered in 7.62x39. It is indeed unloaded. But one of the cool things about this rifle is the recoil impulse. It has a very, very low recoil impulse. As a matter of fact, I'd say it's softer shooting than an AK by far. Now, one of the cool things about this is the fact that when PTR designed this, they designed it, or they made these to accept basically AK mags. Of course, this is just a standard mag pull. This is a PMag 10, so this is a 10 rounder, YouTube, 10 rounds. Now, this one I do believe is a Gen 2, however, these are kind of a mixed bag. With the Gen 1s, I know they had a lot of issues with mag interchangeability, and supposedly they had fixed that with the Gen 2s. I don't know if that's entirely true. There's a lot of mags that do not fit this thing. I probably need to get this out one day and just do a mag fitment test, but I know for a fact these PMags fit awesome. They lock in really well. They're easy to get back out, and I believe it was actually designed with that mindset. However, I've heard a lot of people say that, hey, this thing only likes PMags or only likes a particular gen PMags. So in the past, yes, these have been known to be quite finicky, and I believe even my Gen 2, for instance, is also finicky. I hate to say that, but it just is. But, I have a decent amount of these Magpul PMags on hand. Now, you will notice this one has, I believe that's a Midwest Industries M-Lock handguard. You can tell where there's actually a sticker there on the barrel from where I bought it. And in addition, somebody put in, a Magpul MOE buttstock. I don't really care for that. That's probably going to come off. Basically, I'm going to change the furniture out on this one, and it's going to get the black HK style furniture. The slim, probably the slim handguard, and probably just the standard solid buttstock. I guess the other primary issue I have with this rifle is the fact that someone installed, well, you'll see, number one, for this charging handle, the rubber piece is completely non-existent, and somebody put some paracord on it. Now, I know exactly why that paracord's there, because otherwise this thing will eat your finger alive trying to charge the weapon. Now, I did get an extended charging latch. I want to say I bought an HK-91 from HK Parts. I just haven't got around to changing this out yet. Now, is it impossible to charge the weapon? No, but you better use this, because this hurts. It hurts a lot. But I'll just demonstrate here. I can still charge it. Now, I think that went my camera lens. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it is hard to charge the weapon. And I think a lot of that has to do, it might have to do with a little bit of fitment here. It might have to do a lot more with this particular charging handle latch, whatever that thing is. But It's not impossible. This string actually helps out quite a bit. That's why I'm not taking it off here yet. At least not until I change this thing out, because you guys will probably notice that is some sharp metal right there, and it will dig into your fingers. Now, that being said, I even had my wife shoot this, and it is such a nice recoil impulse. It's really kind of, since it's a roller delay, I mean, it's kind of like almost like a slow motion impulse. It's really hard to describe if you guys have never shot a roller delayed rifle. But very, very soft shooting. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it's heavy as crap. I think this thing, I want to say it clocks in excess of 9 pounds with a loaded mag. I believe, you guys can correct me in the comment section, or I'll correct myself when I edit this video. But they are heavy. They are quite heavy. But it's also a really, really fun rifle, just simply because of how that recoil impulse is. Now, in terms of your trigger pull, it's not bad. I mean, there's a little bit of travel there. That way you guys can see it. I'll do my best. Yes, I do not have a gauge. You guys saw that. There's definitely some creep there. But there's a very short wall. A very short wall. Of course, you guys can also see right there, there's our PTR logo. And, you know, I'm not going to say the weld job is fantastic, but, you know, it's a pretty cool rifle. It's definitely an oddity that not everybody has. Now, why did I buy it? Well, for one, I thought it was super cool. And once I determined that at least I think I determined it was a Gen 2, I decided to get it. Now, if you guys go out right now, you'll see that PTR still makes a PTR-32 KFR. I don't know why they call it a KFR. I've not really done my research on that yet. But those, I think, start at like $1,700. Of course, this does have the welded rail on top, so really optic friendly. Of course, you have your traditional drum sight in the rear, hooded sight in the front. You know, nothing bad there. But like I said, if you buy a brand new PTR-32 KFR from PTR or one of their partners, whatever, they start at like $1,700. That's a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's crazy in my opinion. Granted, that's an opinion. Everybody's got one, like other body parts. But anyway, so what did I pay for this? Well, I was just happened to go to a gun shop that I frequent at least about once, twice a month, and I walk in and I saw this. So I talked to my buddy behind the counter. I said, "Hey man, what's the best you can do on this?" Of course, you can tell it's, you know, been bubbled just a little bit, but doesn't look like it's been damaged beyond restoration for sure. And he told me $1,000 out the door. Now I know that's a lot, but that's not a lot for a PTR-32, in my opinion. I think that was actually a really good deal. So I jumped on it, and here's the PTR-32. Now I've had this for quite a few months. I don't know, I guess I got busy with other videos and stuff, and I just totally forgot about it. But anyway, for you guys that don't really want to get into the AK world, or for you guys that really like the HK world, there's other caliber options out there like the PTR-32, and you can still find them, and PTR still makes a variant of the PTR-32, so it is available. It's not like it's unobtainium. So I just thought it was really cool. Just wanted to share it with you guys today. If you guys have a PTR-32, let me know how yours is in terms of mags. I'm very curious about that. I need to do some research into this one myself. Plus, I need to play around with a whole bunch of my different AK mags to see what fits it well, what it likes. I mean, honestly, it may not like anything. It may just be a pain in my rear end. But I do know the Magpul PMags work, and those are not super expensive, thankfully. So take it for what it's worth. I'm going to get some of my Croatian mags. I'm going to get some of my Chinese, my Romanian, my Polish, all the stuff I got. I'm going to play around with it probably in another video, do a mag fitment video real time so you guys can see how crazy this thing is. I just really haven't gotten into it yet. I've done research, but I've really not tried it out on my own. So anyway, just want to share this with you guys today. Like I said, if you guys have one of these and you've done some mag swaps with it, let me know how yours does. I'm very curious. From what I've seen, it's a really mixed bag of results. Kind of like CAI's build quality sometimes, at least how it used to be. But anyway, just wanted to share this with you guys today. As always, big shout out to my subscribers. Thank you guys for all your likes, your shares, your comments. Until next time, you guys have a great day.